Hi, my name is Katie and this is Interactive Concept 5, where I'm making a lemon battery. So what I've already done here is I've taken my lemon, I warmed it up, made it nice and juicy, and I placed 6 zinc nails. You can see the zinc nails here. I placed them equidistant from one another and made sure that they didn't touch within the lemon as well. And then I placed 6 copper nails on the opposite side, equidistant from one another. And then I took some wire and I placed the wire, wrapped it around my copper and took it diagonal to the zinc on each one, and I left one open on either side, so I'll have a positive and negative charge on either side of my lemon, or my lemon battery rather. So before I actually do the experiment to see if it works and if I'm conducting electricity through my little battery here, I want to explain that this is actually electrochemistry. What's going on here is I created a galvanic cell, and what's happening in here is an oxidation redox reaction going on in here. So the copper, well actually first let's talk about the zinc. The zinc, what happens here is it reacts with the citric acid that's going on in the lemon here, and once it reacts with that citric acid it releases electrons. So the wire here is a conductor that passes electrons from a reactive metal, which is the zinc, to a non-reactive, which is the copper. So it forms an electrical current. So in this case, the copper is a positive charge, which is the cathode, because it gains electrons. And then you have zinc, which is the negative charge, the anode, because it loses electrons. So I've created my little current here, so you can see my zinc and my copper again, and I've connected them with a wire. There's only rubberized on here. I made sure the metal touched those nails on both sides so that you can actually see that it should conduct electricity, or those electrons between the two. So what I'm going to do next, you can see I have my metal here. And then I'm going to take some rubberized wire, and I'm going to create a link from my positive and my negative end here. So let me wrap one around my zinc, which is my negative charged end. Make sure that metal touches completely, nice and fully. Around the zinc. Also, the lemon acts as the aqueous solution in this demonstration here. Alright, so that one, we're going to let that hang out on that side. And then we have my positive side, so I'm going to take on the opposite, on the copper. Again, make sure I'm wrapping it so it's touching that copper, closing. Alright, so in theory, this should conduct electricity when I join the two metals together. The two metals will join in this this metal here, so when the metal touches it should create some sparks. Hopefully I'll get a little light reaction here. I also have toilet paper on there so that if it does create sparks, please, something. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing any volts happen here. Let me double check all my nails. One thing about my nails is they are actually smaller than what I saw in the video, and that only concerned me just because there would be less of oxidation going on with the zinc. So maybe it's just not producing much. Let's see, so everything's wrapped. Make sure this one is wrapped really well. It's definitely juicy, definitely citric acid going down. The nails that I have, they're not the same as the clips and the ones in the video, but they are copper plated nails, and you know, the purpose is just to have that copper and that zinc. So let's try again, maybe let's get denser. Ooh. Still not seeing any sparks. It might just be that it's not conducting a lot of voltage, just because, like I said, these are smaller nails. So maybe it just oxidized less, so there were less electrons flowing. But, so what should have happened is a spark would have been created. These wires are also copper, which do conduct electricity, so should be fine, conducting the electrons, creating an electrical current. But yeah, sad that it didn't do anything. So I got a voltage meter here just to see how much is actually being generated by my battery here, just because I think it's probably just not a whole lot coming out of it, and that's why I'm not seeing anything happening. But if you look at the meter here, you definitely see some voltage happening. So it should have gone back to 0 then. And probably got some voltage on there right now. So it is creating an electric current. It's just a very small one. To have a larger one, maybe having larger zinc nails in there so that there's just more electrons created, more electrons given off. You could probably get more lemons and just put them all together and kind of create a chain reaction there, or chain linkage rather, and have more voltage going on. The video said 5 volts. I don't think that would be produced by this lemon, but got some voltage. So thank you for watching my experiment here, my interactive concept 5, and see you next week.